first period. Morning matchup between the 2012 Pens Elite. That's a nice pass on Berkey right over to Maury, who tips it on net. OBJ, a morning matchup with Pens Elite, 13-0. Maury, Sullivan, and Burkheiser out there together, with Stahl and Markey on defense. Maury's going to throw it in the zone. Give chance for Sullivan to give chase. Morgan on the ice now. Stahl kicks it in. Keeps it in his own momentarily. Columbus out the other way. But Ferguson's there to pick up the loose puck. Morgan slides it up to Markey. Gets that one knifed away. Ferguson backs again to retreat. Four Penn players below the goal line. Not sure what's going on right now. Backhand shot saved by Franco. Gunnar Morgan's just going to skate it out. Now he gets it up to Gunnar Reeling. He goes wide right. Takes his time and throws it in on net. Bouncing puck. Good play by Mannheim coming in there. Morgan's going to throw it in deep. Ferguson's first man on the puck. Columbus gets away. Now Williams tries to step up, puck goes underneath the stick. And that's going to go all the way back into the defensive zone for Mannheim to pick up. Mannheim tries to slide it up to Shadish. Can't, but now Menace comes away with it. Gives Shadish a chance to throw it in the zone. Julius, first man on the puck, puts his body into his player. Menace gets bodied into the boards. Good battle on the near boards. Columbus reverses directions, and now they have a little bit of space. Mannheim cross-checks his man from behind. No call, but they'll wave off the icing. Williams, first man back behind his goal, throws it out to Julius. Touch pass over to Jimenez. Dangerous, intercepted for the moment, and now it is a turnover. Williams back in good position, though. And Columbus can't connect on their pass, and this puck's going to come all the way back to their defensive zone. Jimenez gives chase. Now Eggers on the ice, intercepted by Maury. Played up the ice by Columbus. Landon Michael out there in good defensive position. Sticks to his man. Play took the point for Columbus. They work a D-to-D shot. Big rebound. Franco with a nice stick save. Landon clears the puck in front of the net. Egger into the skates of Maury. He controls it though. Puts it on his forehand. His shot attempt is blocked down. Picked up by Gable on the near board. Centering, cross-ice pass, I should say, to Burkheiser. Oh, nice pass from Burkheiser to Maury, but his stick got jammed before he got the shot off. Intercepted by Michael at neutral ice. He throws it in and Maury gives chase. Columbus brings it back. Now picked off by Caulfield. Caulfield plays it over to Michael. Up the ice to Maury. He lets it go through. Columbus intercepts. Markey comes down with a full head of steam. He makes a man miss. He's coming along the near boards. Centering pass to Ferguson, can't connect. Picked up by Stahl. Stahl's cross-ice pass doesn't connect to anyone, but Burkheiser gives chase. Columbus is going to throw it all the way out. Angles it off the boards nicely, so there won't be an icing. Stahl backhands one across to Markey. Up to Sullivan. Sullivan tips it out of the zone. Not going to be far enough for an icing. Gives the Pens a chance to get Morgan on the ice now. Markey stands his man up. Nice back check by Morgan to break that up. Now Morgan comes away with a steal. He's got a little bit of speed. He swims over his man. Fights through a traffic, gets tripped. What a play. individual effort there by Gunnar Morgan. Swam over his defender. Got taken down for a tripping penalty. And the Pens are going to go on the power play. They're going to put out Monheim, Caulfield, Henry, Burkheiser, and Sullivan. Columbus wins the draw. They play it off the glass. And Monheim's going to let that one trickle out to center ice. He backhands one over to Sullivan. Sullivan gains the zone. Drops it back to Caulfield. Caulfield shot from the point. Blocked before it got on net. And Columbus plays it off the glass nicely and out of the zone. That's going to be an offsides on the Pens. 9:26 left in the first, minute 03 on the power play. Same group's going to stay out there. It's going to be a center ice draw. Long shot from Columbus, blocked down by the body of Monheim. He takes the command into the boards, leaves it for Burkheiser. Burkheiser bounces it up the boards to Maury. Puck still loose. Maury with a nice stiff win there. But Columbus does retain it and backhands it out. Pens haven't got the puck set up just yet on this power play. Monheim's pass is going to be intercepted off the boards. But Columbus will go for a change, allows Sullivan to circle back. 33 seconds left on the power play. Cole's got an angle. He's going in. He's got some speed. Forehand shot. Big save. Loose puck in front of the net. Shadis is on now. He picks it up, gets it over to Burkheiser. Pass in front of the net, tipped just high and wide by Maury. Gunnar Morgan's shot frozen into the corner. And with 8:25 left in the period, we'll get an offensive zone draw to the right of the netminder. Morgan wins this draw. He's in a circle behind the net. Looking over his options. Now he's in a circle. Top of the circle. Finds it to Shadis. His shot just tipped wide. Picked up by Ferguson behind the net. He gets rubbed off the boards. And Columbus out the other way with some speed. Nice pass there. Willia and Michael back together. Shot. Franco. Glove save. Frozen. Nice save by Franco. That was a powerful shot from a short angle. Pens will go for a change on their forwards. Jimenez, Julius, and Rilling coming out together. Michael and William on defense. Jimenez ties his man up. Loose puck. Picked up now by Rilling. He gets it up to Jimenez. Jimenez to Julius and tips this one deep into the corner. He takes a hard hit but stays on the puck. Jimenez has it now, plays it back to the point. Michael has it over to Oya. Oya back to Jimenez. Jimenez puts it on his backhand, circling, gets it back to Michael. Michael with a shot tipped by Julius into the corner. Jake's going to pull it through traffic. Now he's going to shoot one. Pad to the side. Gunnar Rilling's going to be the first man there. He plays it all on the back in his backhand. Now Columbus going to try to get it out of the zone, but Michael's there momentarily. Now he does get better control of it. He shoots it into the corner. Allows Rilling to take his man into the boards. He has good menace to pull it up. Good offensive zone pressure here by this group. Julius has it. Julius' shot tipped wide of the net. Rilling backhands it below the goal line. Now Jimenez has it. Jimenez still has it. Through a little bit of traffic. He's going to backhand that one in deep, allow him and Rilling to get off the ice. Egger's on there now with Sullivan and Burkheiser. To Stahl. Backhands it up the boards. One's going to go off Stahl's stick, but they're going to call it as an icing. 6:31 left in the period. Ben's control and pace of play. Franco's come up with a couple of good saves here so far. A lot of the action though down in the offensive zone for the Pens. Egger, Burkheiser, and Sullivan together with Markey and Stahl. Bounces out to center ice. Stahl's going to be there first. Columbus flies through him, and they pick it up into the offensive zone. Stahl, though, battling back nicely. Takes his man down, takes the puck with him, but now Columbus comes out with it. Stick to side there by Egger. Long shot high over the net, but Franco, tall in net, pulls it down. Glove save. 6:02 left in the first. Gunnar Morgan, Harry. Shaddis out there now. Stahl behind his own net, looking for Maury. Columbus throwing in deep. Their parents asking why. Why would they do that? I don't know either, but Gunnar Morgan has it, and he's got a 2-on-1. The shot's just high and over the net. He had Shaddis streaking backside. Maury wins that puck. Tipped nicely by Shaddis on net. Lots of saves here for the Columbus netminder. And this puck comes out to center ice. Stahl stands up his man. Shaddis on a nice forward check. It's a turnover that Markey steps into. He likes that shot. He's going to shoot and score over the glove hand. Nice forecheck by Cam Shaddis, creating that errant pass. Picked up nicely by Markey, just stepped right into that shot. And the Pens jump out to a 1-0 lead. Jimenez, Ferguson, and Wheeling step out here now with Markey and Stahl to make this face-off draw center ice. Columbus wins it. They're going to go in the red line and throw it in deep. Stop there by Franco. He's going to backhand it dangerously over to Stahl. Wheeling's there now. He tries to get it up to Jimenez. They can't connect. Loose pass picked off by Markey. Markey's going to lead the odd man rush the other way. He gets left to the outside. No one really covering for him. Wheeling has it. Wheeling short angle shot just high over the net.
And the Eagles are number 6, assisted by number 29, Vincent Markey.
They might be calling that a tip goal by Gunnar Morgan. I apologize if I missed it. I thought Markey had the shot. My mistake if I missed that. Wheeling has the puck now in front of the net. His shot gets deflected, doesn't get on net. Boyas swoops in for a nice steal through center ice. Monheim now circles back in his defensive zone and leaves it for Loya. Makes a man miss. Beautiful play there. Gets it up to Jimenez. Leeds playing a little physical there as well. Knocks his man off the puck. Now Jimenez gets taken down by that same player. Puck loose below the goal line. Fergie's going to swing back below the net. Plays it up to Wheeling. He tries to get it out of the zone. He can't. Now Loya has it. So Wheeling, he's got time. Sends one over to Ferguson. Ferguson makes a nice move. A turnover in center ice. Picked up by Monheim. Monheim to Egger. Touch pass to Burkheiser. Through some traffic, he's creating an odd man rush by himself. He takes it wide. Shot. Loose puck got through the armhole of the goalie. A lot of rebounds today. Kids need to go hard to the net. Julius is out there with Egger and Burkheiser. Burkheiser throws his man to the ice. Caulfield with an interception at center ice. Gains the blue line, looks for Julius, goes through his stick, but Burkheiser's there. Puts it on his backhand. Nice centering pass to Caulfield, who's deep. Now he gets back. Gabe's covering for him at the blue line. He bumps it off the boards. Puck trickles out of the zone for Burkheiser, who backhands one in. They're going to give another chase at this. 2:50 left in the first. Pens up 1-0. I thought it was a Markey goal. They announced it as Gunnar Morgan having the goal, so I'm not sure if I missed a tip. Julius does a nice job rubbing his man out on the boards. Long shot, didn't get on net, but up into the netting, and 2:28 remains in the period. Gunnar Morgan out there to take the draw. He's got Sullivan and Shadish with him. Stahl and Markey on defense. Shot saved by Franco. Pad save. Big rebound, but Shadish gets it out to Morgan. Gunnar Morgan coming up ice with a lot of speed. Goes wide left. Centering pass tipped by the defender. Dangerously in front of the net, but he cleared it out. Gunnar Morgan gets it back. He's been all over the ice today. Now he's got it below the goal line. Spinning around. Centering pass to Sullivan. Just got deflected away. Nice attempt there. Good scoring chance for the Pens. And Columbus is just dumping and chasing. They can't get much else started at the moment. But they do win that battle for a moment. However, Gunnar Morgan has it back now. Shadish going the other way. They're going to go for a partial line change. Cam tries to make a move, but can't come away with it. Ferguson and Gumenes come out there now. Bouncing puck, Markey with a nice touch, backhand pass to Gumenes, who catches them on a change. Gumenes goes to his backhand. Loose puck, Ferguson there for the rebound. Ferguson with the goal on a rebound from Gumenes' shot, and it's 2-0 Pens on top. I was surprised to see Gumenes go to his backhand. He had a path to the net, chose to deke a man, put it on a backhand, big rebound. And Ferguson caught it on a bounce, knocked it into the netting. 1:19 left in the first, and the Pens all over the Blue Jackets 2-0. Gumenes intercepts that one. He's going to gain the line. Now there's a turnover and a 3-on-2 coming the other way, but Monheim's in good position. The Blue Jackets get past him. Shot, nice shoulder save by Franco. Monheim picks up the loose puck. 1 minute left in the period. Monheim's just going to skate it himself, throws it into the corner. He throws his shoulder. Nice play there by Monheim. He's got the puck in deep, plays it up the boards to Ferguson. He lets it go to Loya. Loya throws it off the boards. Murray with a centering pass. He just throws his man to the ice. Egger with a nice body check. Right up to the point, Loya. 17 seconds left in the period. Shot from Caulfield wide of the net. Goes around the boards to Burkheiser. Burkheiser plays it to Egger. Egger's shot blocked down. Caulfield had it for a moment. Now Burkheiser gets chased, and that's going to do it. After one, it's been all Pens. 2-0. Pens control the face-off to start the second period. Landon Michael throws it up to Gunnar Julius, gets it over to Burkheiser. Burkheiser slashing in, his shot just wide of the net. Julius backhands it up to Caulfield. To Michael. Michael to Egger. His cross-ice pass doesn't connect, but Caulfield's there. Throws one across to Michael. Michael's pass intercepted. And here comes Columbus the other way. Good hustle and good effort there by Caulfield to at least slow him down. That's to allow Franco to glove save one in the corner. Morgan wins that draw back to Markey. He's out there with Gunnar Reeling, Sullivan, Stahl, and Markey. Puck comes out to the blue line, and that's going to bounce over the defenseman's stick. Sullivan on the forecheck allows Morgan to step in for an interception, and he's coming the other way. Puck just knocked off his stick momentarily. Now he tries throwing one towards center ice. Can't get it there. Reeling takes his man to the boards. Now Stahl tries to pinch, but it goes over his stick. Gunnar Morgan retreating. Morgan gets thrown hard into the boards. Turnover there. Markey, though, tips it up to Sullivan. Sullivan gets it up to Reeling. Reeling to Morgan. Back to Reeling. Over to Morgan. Now Columbus has it. They're going to go out the other way. Picked up by Monheim. Monheim to Sullivan. That's going to be an offsides on Columbus. Not a lot of flow to the second period. 13:24 left to go. Boya swings the pass over to Monheim. Looks up center ice to find Gumenis, who gets knocked off the puck, but Shadish is there for the rebound. Maury streaking hard to the net. Puck still loose. Now Columbus plays it out off the boards. Monheim circles back into the defensive zone. Picked up loose puck by Shadish now in center ice. He gains the zone, gets it over to Gumenis, who circles back. Curls away from traffic. Spins through, skates through, sticks through. Pass. Broken up before it got to Maury. Columbus sort of getting the red line. Not really, but they dumped it in and they didn't get called for an icing. Maury has it on the far boards. His throwing attempt got blocked down. Columbus has it now. Mannheim throws a shoulder into his man. And Columbus is going to be content cycling it back the other way. Maury now takes his man into the boards. Williams there behind his own net. Calmly plays it. Skates it, I should say. Still skating it. And now Columbus does come away with the steal. Shot, glove save for a moment. Paddled away on the rebound. Franco casually just swatting out of the way. And now here comes the little rig. Maury shot high into the netting. Good defensive play by Columbus to get a shot on the little rig's attempt. Is it small rig or little rig? I can't remember. Trying to emulate his brother. The big rig got the 09s on the board yesterday with an opening goal. Egger, Burkheiser, and Ferguson coming up. I think that's Ferguson. Yes, it is. With Michael and Caulfield. Offensive zone draw controlled by Columbus. They're going to get it out to center ice. Good back check by Ferguson. They're going to swim over Michael, but Egger now, much to the chagrin of the OBJ parents who desperately wanted a hooking call, thought it was a good effort on the back check. Columbus trying to go D to D. Gabe almost read it and picked it off, but they got it through. Now Gabe does control the puck at his own defensive blue line. He skates it up, gains the red line, gets it over to Ferguson. Ferguson checking out his options, back ones up to Caulfield, slides it over to Michael and out of the zone. Michael throws it cross ice to his D partner. Caulfield has it now. Tip pass, touch pass, intercepted. Columbus the other way. Ferguson whacking. Michael throws a shoulder into his man. Burkheiser tipped it, but here comes Columbus. Shot. Caulfield with a nice stick. Caulfield stick drove that one high into the netting, never got on Franco. Columbus turning up the pressure just a little bit here. Tanner Julius losing his stick on entry during timeout, never a good sign. Gunner really going to take a defensive zone draw here with Sullivan and Julius. Rilling wins it to himself. Unusual in the defensive zone. Now Columbus comes away with it, but they throw it away, and Julius is going to give chase, driving his man behind the net. Now Sullivan in there for a reach. Stahl does a nice job keeping it in the zone. Sullivan fans on the attempt to keep it in deep, but Columbus has to circle back regardless. Rilling comes away with an interception, but just backhands it below the goal line. A discombobulated forecheck, to say the least. Nice stick there by Markey. No idea why they call that an offsides. Columbus had control of the puck. But we'll do it again. Face off here for Rilling, Julius, and Sullivan. Those three were out of sorts together on the forecheck. Rilling skates knock that one down, and now Columbus helps us out here. They throw it in deep in their own zone. Markey does a good job of keeping it in deep. Julius is going to be the first one there. Now Rilling swoops in. Passes out to Sullivan, intercepted though. Pass intercepted by Stahl, picked up by Rilling. Rilling coming the other way. Center cross ice to Maury. Rilling to Maury. I've seen that combo yesterday. Oh, and they're going to call an uber soft penalty on Cole. The small rig is a big boy. And he just used his body. It wasn't a high hit, just stronger than the kid he hit. And that's a tough call for the Pens. With 9:47 left in the second, the Pens will go on the PK. They're going to put out Morgan and Ferguson. Those two have been certainly active today. Monheim and Loya. Morgan chips one back off the face-off to Loya. Plays it out to the point. Shot from the point, cleared. Franco's been glove saving, dropping it, and then paddling it to the corner. He just did it again. I like it. Keeps the play moving. Might be a little dangerous. Ferguson slides into the boards, but doesn't go for a change. So now we got a 5-on-3 for the moment. Now Ferguson gets back, and Columbus throws it out of the zone. Columbus not playing their best game this morning. Ferguson goes hard into the boards again. This time he will go for a change. You can only collide into the boards so many times on the same shift without just calling it a day. That's going to allow Jimenez to come on. Shot had Franco beat maybe on the short far corner. But Franco eating up the angles. Causes the shot to go wide. I should say he thought he had Franco, but he did not. There's another shot that Franco causes to go wide. And that one's going to rim all the way out of the zone. 25 seconds left on the PK. Jimenez gives chase. And that's going to be an offsides due to the second period line change. OBJ changing in zone. And a game possession yet. 20 seconds left on the power play. They're going to bring this face-off all the way back. Burkheiser, Jimenez, Michael, and Caulfield. You don't see Jimenez and Burkheiser on the ice often together. Neither one wants to take the face-off at the moment. Michael was about to step in. Columbus chips it ahead. Can't connect on a pass. Caulfield's first man back. He's pretty slick with the puck. Slides it over to Michael. Burkheiser backhands a beauty over to Jimenez. Jimenez crosses the red line. Jukes looking back. Jimenez playing a little bit more, cautious would be the wrong word. I think maybe under control a little bit today. After that weekend of the Junior Flyers, perhaps playing a disciplined game here today. Michael to Burkheiser. Burkheiser shot off the post. Shadish is on the ice now. The penalty kill is over. Burkheiser tries to make a man miss. Puck goes into the corner. Shadish drives his man into the boards. Played up to Caulfield. He slaps one down to Gumenes. Puts it on his backhand. Circles. Oh, nice defensive play by Columbus. And there he tipped that one away from Gumenes. Coming the other way on his forehand into the belly of Franco. And he's going to hold it with 7:30 left in the period. Big thanks to Alicia Mowry for running our scoreboard today. Nice to have an accurate time and goal count. That type of volunteering that helps the season move along, people. If you haven't found yourself a volunteer opportunity just yet, be sure to reach out. Many opportunities exist. Franco paddles another one into the corner. Sullivan's out there with Edgar and Julius. Sullivan slides it over to Markey. Markey throws it in. Allow Edgar to give chase. He's going to nail his man into the boards. A little late, no call. Markey gets it out at center ice. Plays it over to Stahl. Stahl gets ridden high into the boards. That was a high hit. And Stahl took the brunt of it. Letting the boys play a little this morning. Important to keep the early games on schedule. Otherwise, it throws the whole day off. Stahl with a nice effort there. Poke checked away by Franco. Beautiful centering pass. Franco has been perfect today. Edgar now his shot blocked down. He takes a spill. Fast-paced play here. Stahl all over the ice. He gets back in time, gets it up to Sullivan, who finds Gunnar Morgan, who just got on the ice. Gunnar Morgan's trying to get it to Tanner Julius. He gets ridden off the puck. His shot fanned on. Backhand shot just wide of the net. Now Gunnar Reeling joins the group. He backhands one up to Monheim. Keeps it at the boards. Monheim plays it to Gunnar Morgan. Backhands it over to Mowry. Mowry backhands it to Reeling. Reeling bounces it off the boards up to Loya. Loya with a shot, tip. Didn't get on net. Reeling on a good back check. Causes Columbus just to throw that one in deep. Franco stops it, leaves it for Loya, who backhands it to no one. Turnover there that Columbus picks up. Monheim wasn't back just yet. Bodied there for the moment. Kept in the zone, driven into the near corner. Monheim's there now. He gets it on his backhand and he's going. He's got some nice speed. Nice pass over to Reeling. Reeling makes a man miss. Nice pass to Monheim to Mowry. Shot can't get off and now the Pens are in trouble. It's a 3-on-2. They can't connect on the centering pass. Now Reeling gets back. Loya's back. Puck just wide of the net. Good play by Loya and Reeling to keep that one off of Franco. The Pens looked nice in the offensive zone, too. Some nice passing from Reeling to Monheim to Mowry. The net is way off, at least a couple of inches. That one was at least 5:08 left in the second. 2-0 Pens. Franco. Perfect in net through a period and a half. Burkheiser, Gumenes, Shadish, Michael, and Caulfield. I was wrong. Gumenes and Burkheiser are a thing now. They're back out there for another shift together. Pass gets over to Caulfield, to Gumenes. He feathers one into the zone, gets it on net, and the goalie's just going to freeze it with 4:48 left in the period. 2-0 Pens. I thought it was a goal by Markey. They announced it as Morgan might have tipped it in. So let's just give them both credit for the first goal. And then the second goal was a backhand shot by Gumenes. Rebound picked up by Ferguson. Markey / Morgan and Ferguson get the Pens on board. Burkheiser wants a goal. He's slashing in hard, playing physical. Knifes into his man, rims it around the top of the boards. Shadish throws his body into the man. Puck's loose. Burkheiser almost stole that one away. Michael now deflects one at center ice, allows Gumenes to pick it up. Gumenes. Shadish just throws a block, knocks his man down. Columbus the other way. Caulfield getting high hits. Hit wherever you want today, boys. They're not calling it. Caulfield drops his man to the ice. Burkheiser drives his man into the boards, but they do get it in deep. Michael behind his own net leaves it for Caulfield. Caulfield ships it up the ice to Edgar. Edgar now at the red line. Edgar backhands one into the corner. Now he chips it along the boards. Julius and Sullivan out there. Julius comes away with a steal, puts it on his backhand. A couple people miss. Egger's body gets knocked off the puck. And Franco just wants this game to keep moving. I like it. He's in total control right now. He gloved that one, didn't freeze it, played it to the corner to Markey. Now the Pens are up ice. And Julius tips it in below the goal line. Julius back to Stahl at the point. Stahl swings it over to his D partner, Markey. Long shot into the belly of the goalie. And 3:06 remaining in the second. Gunner and Gunner with Mary coming out together. It's going to be an offensive zone face-off to the right of the goalie. Gunnar Morgan's going to take it. He's been great on draws this season. Didn't win that one. Columbus rims it around, stalls there for a moment. Now he steps up, does keep it in the zone. Gunnar Morgan on his man momentarily. That's a big kid. Gunnar really not strong on the forecheck on that one, unfortunately. So the Pens are going to be chasing. Stalls there. Puck's loose, stick to side. Long shot, rebound. Puck's still loose. Rilling's going to backhand one out, but kept in the zone. Puck gets behind the net. Stahl has it to Gunnar Morgan. Gunnar Morgan has it. He's going to skate it along the near boards. Gets it knifed away. Good defensive play there by Columbus. Stahl keeps it in with his skates momentarily. Now Rilling has it. Plays it to Gunnar Morgan. Tries to get it over to Rilling. Intercepted by Columbus. Now Monheim skating it through. Nice moves there. Makes a couple people miss. And Columbus is going to fire it into the Pens bench with 1:58 left to go in the period. Burkeiser, Shadish, and Gumenis going back out there with Monheim and Loya. Gumenis back to Loya. One-timer attempt to Gumenis got broken up nicely by Columbus. And Columbus coming the other way. Backhands one behind the net. Burkeiser takes his man to the boards, allows Loya to come away with it. He makes a man miss, gets it to Shadish. Shadish to Gumenis. Gumenis, long shot going wide of the net, but gloved down by Columbus and frozen there with 1:32 left in the period. Columbus wins the defensive zone draw. They rim it around the boards. Kept in the zone nicely by Shadish. Now Gumenis on a forward check, creating a dangerous pass by Columbus. And they're just going to loft one out of the zone, forcing Monheim to circle back behind his own net. Just shoulders a man to the ground. Skating it up ice. Very strong skater. Now he plays it over to his D partner, Loya, behind his own net. Loya's got a little bit of space. He sauces one up to Shadish. Bounces over his stick to Burkeiser. Burkeiser with some speed. Almost got in there on a breakaway attempt. Monheim in good defensive position. Drives his man wide. They dump it in. Franco playing the puck. Calmly with his forehand. Gets it to Gumenis, who bangs one back around the board. Centering pass to no one in particular, but picked up by someone at the point. Thrown back around the boards. Pass out, nicely kept in the D zone. Long shot from the point, knife down. Monheim's going to float this one out of the zone. 20 seconds left in the period. Pens trying to get out of here up 2-0. The way Franco's playing, it doesn't feel like we need any more goals at this point. A backhand, an odd change for the Pens with 10 seconds left, but they do it. Loya gets it up to Sullivan. pass to Julius gets broken up, backhanded out of the zone by Columbus, and Hoya's there.
At the end of 2 periods play, will Penn shoot.
Penn still on top, 2-0 after 2. Reds are going to start the third with Jimenez, Julius, and Egger, how they started the opening shift. Shouldered save there by Franco to start the period. Defensive zone draw, controlled by, long shot from the point. I'm not sure if Michael got that one with his knee or not. Egger drives his man. They're going to call that an off the puck interference call there. Gabe definitely hit his man hard, and the man didn't have the puck. So maybe that is interference. Not the way the Pens needed to start the third. Up 2-0, they're going to be immediately on the penalty kill. Reeling and Julius are going to be out there together. Those two can be a pain together. Let's see if they're a nuisance for the Blue Jackets power play. Face off, kicked over to Julius. He's going to go along on a breakaway. Nice forecheck there. Julius caused his man to fall down the corner. Now Reeling picks up the slack. Causes a sauce pass picked up by Julius. He throws it in on net. These two are causing a bit of a problem together. Now Julius is going to force a defensive zone face-off on the power play. Nicely done. Tanner showing some great effort there on the PK. Reeling's going to take the draw. Wade into the corner. He allows Columbus to pick it up. Now Reeling comes away with it for a moment, but it gets just loose. Now he's still on the forecheck. Circles back. Tanner causing an offsides there. Beautiful pressure here by Reeling and Julius. And those two are going to come off now with 53 seconds left. Morgan and Sullivan on now. Morgan muscles his way through on the face-off and gets it into the far corner. Pens have been dominating this penalty kill at the moment. Bad bounce there for Columbus and allow Gunnar Morgan to circle back with the puck. Right at the red line, dangerously at the red line. I'm not sure if he had it or not, but no icing. Throws it deep into the corner. Columbus totally discombobulated on this. Now they're going to just dump it in the zone and go for a change on the power play. With 20 seconds remaining, Michael plays it over to Caulfield. Those two can't connect. Gunnar Morgan's going to circle back. Backhands one over to Michael. Michael is Floats one out into the far corner. Wow, perfectly done. Not going to be an icing there. 3 seconds. A very dismal power play for the Blue Jackets. And Gumenis is now on the ice with Sullivan and Morgan. Markey and Stahl on defense. Markey almost stands his man up at the blue line. Gunnar Morgan's back on a good angling check into the boards. Gumenis now circles back, throws it dangerously off his own net, but plays it to himself. Gumenis up ice, cross ice pass to Shaddis. Shaddis has some space. He was looking to unload that shot. We got 3 powerful shots on the ice right now. Marley, Gumenis, and Shaddis. But it's a 3-on-1 the other way. Shot gets through on a tip 5-hole. Penn's got caught deep in the zone. And it's a 2-1 ball game. It doesn't feel that way, but it is at the moment on the scoreboard. Pens have a tendency to do this, let teams hang around, and that's what they've done so far. Here, Stahl's pass doesn't connect to Mowry. He's going to give chase. He pulls back. Mowry takes the man to the boards, gets it to Shaddis. His shot just trickles in front of the goalie. The goalie chose not to even touch it. Let's go into the far corner. Definitely played by a high stick, but we'll just keep this game going along. Markey there gets the puck up to Mowry. Oh, Mowry with a beautiful cross-ice pass to Gumenis. Now Gumenis on his backhand. Good defensive play there. That's a big defenseman. Bouncing puck the other way. Stahl's back, reeling on a back check. Franco just gloves it aside. That one moved quickly from one direction to the other. Burkheiser is going to come out there with Reeling and Julius. Monheim and Loya. Franco playing beautiful in net today. We're going to take a face-off to his left. Burkheiser is going to do the honors. He wins it easily over to Loya. Backhand pass to Monheim, intercepted. Nice stick by Monheim to break that up. Loya rifles one out to Burkheiser. To Reeling. Reeling makes a man miss now. Puck is just bouncing everywhere. Not what we wanted, but regardless, Loya gets it up to Julius now. Julius is just going to throw it deep into the zone behind the net. Reeling's going to give chase. Julius causing a little bit of a regroup there by Columbus. Nice stick by Burkheiser. Now Reeling has it. Reeling's going to float one, but it's got picked up by the defenseman. He stops that attempt by Columbus. Monheim has it into the skates of Julius to Burkheiser on a breakaway. How did that happen? I don't know, but it doesn't matter. Beautiful pass and a beautiful finish. Bouncing puck all over center ice. Got it to Julius, who whipped around and found Burkheiser all by himself, and he does the rest. Calmly, forehand, backhand, back of the net. 3-1 Pens, 10:47 left in the period. Gunnar Morgan coming out here now with Ferguson and Sullivan. Michael and Caulfield on defense. Caulfield powers one off the boards, gets it to Sullivan to Morgan. Morgan drops it to Sullivan. His shot attempt blocked down. Caulfield swoops into the zone with some speed, keeps it there. Nice stick by Caulfield to keep it. Sullivan throws it in. Now Morgan throws his body around. Here comes OBJ the other way. below the goal line here, picked up by Michael. He throws it over to Ferguson. Ferguson's going to get it in deep while the Pens go for a change. Gumenis is going to be the first man out there. Uses his body to knock down that puck. Now he's going to skate through a little bit of traffic. He's got Edgar and Maury out there, the power line. Markey's pass gets broken up, but touch pass from Maury to Gumenis that Edgar intercepted. Gumenis comes away with a steal. Hard passes right into each other's sticks. No one really did much with it right there. Stahl now swings back. Jake takes his man into the boards. Loose puck, dangerous in front of the net. Swung on net. Franco with another save. Puck high off the glass behind the net. Gumenis powers it through to Markey. Gets it up ice to Maury. Good work over to Edgar, and Edgar with some speed. He's zigging and zagging here. Now he pulls up top of the circle. Cross-ice pass to Gumenis. It got deflected, so allowed the goalie to square up, which he needs to do on a Gumenis shot. Julius, Burkheiser, and Reeling coming back out together with 8:38 left in the game. Loya and Monheim see if they can rekindle the magic of their last goal, which was Monheim to Julius to Burkheiser. Intercepted there by Reeling. He throws it back in the zone. Now Julius on a nice forecheck. So the Pens can keep it in the zone. Monheim was already retreating, so he picks it up on center ice. Gets it to Reeling. Reeling's going to dump another one in. Burkheiser plays the body, allows Reeling to get it, who backhands one below the goal line. And that's a pass that gets past Loya. Franco's going to come out of the net. Bouncing puck. Julius is there nicely to clean it up. Julius hacks at it to get it out of center ice. Loya backhands it to Monheim to Reeling. Reeling gets taken down. Now Burkheiser knocks it over to Reeling, tries to get it up to a cutting Julius, but gets intercepted there for the moment. Now Monheim has it. Monheim intercepts it, throws it in deep. Pens go for a full change here. Michael and Caulfield out together. Michael plays it to Caulfield. Shanish throws his man into the boards. That puck into the near corner. Caulfield has it now. To Shadish. To Morgan. Morgan finds a streaking Ferguson, tries to swim over his man. Can't do it, but Morgan gets it him to Shadish, who's all alone in front of the net. He just tipped it wide. Nice creating an opportunity there on the forecheck, and the Pens putting the pressure on. Still up 3-1. Sullivan's out there with Edgar and Maury, Markey and Stahl. Markey walks the blue line, looking for a shooting angle, shoots it right into the defenseman that gets knocked down. Gabe now makes a couple people miss, puts it on his forehead, rifles a shot just high and over the net. Backhands it to cutting Markey, 3-1 with 6 minutes left, gotta get back. Stahl plays it over to Edgar. Edgar spins, gets it to Sullivan. He shoots it into the corner. There's Maury. Maury up to Edgar. Plays it to Stahl. Into the corner. Now Maury has it below the goal line. Stahl pinching. Nice job to keep the puck in the corner now. Sullivan gets swallowed up. Maury's going to come over to help out. Stahl with an aggressive and athletic play to keep that in the zone. Egger's going to go for a change. Sullivan's going to go for a change. Left Maury by himself. No one to pass to. He throws his stick. Leaves his stick on the ice, but does a great job keeping it in the zone. Kaiser and Reeling coming on. Roya's there. Plays it to Gumenis. Gumenis tries a backhand one into the zone. Can't for a moment. Now Monheim's attempt doesn't get through, and now the Columbus going the other way. Loya's there. Nice defensive position. Gets it up to Gumenis. Gumenis to Reeling. To Columbus. Burkheiser to Reeling. His pass deflected, gets to Burkheiser though. Burkheiser's going to throw it into the corner, allow Gumenis to give chase. Burkheiser there now on the body. Reeling's going to pick up the loose puck. He's going to get it deep into the zone. 4:05 left. Pass intercepted there. Now Reeling has it on his backhand. His shot just wide of the net. Reeling on the forecheck. Him and Reeling and Morgan over there together. And here comes Columbus the other way. Reeling with a huge hit there. Allows Gunnar Morgan to come in to grab it. Big hit by Reeling. Cause that turnover there. Now Julius swoops in, picks one off of the blue line. Toe drags one man. Toe drag that second guy. Couldn't get it through. Caulfield shot from the point. Frozen. Out to Julius. His shot just wide of the net. Nice stick there by Julius. Broke up that pass attempt out of the zone. Stahl's there. Stahl's pass gets broken up momentarily, but he's back in good position. Plays his man. Allows Julius to swoop in. Now Ferguson's going to go down below the hash marks to play this one along the boards. Markey gets shouldered off the puck. Stahl's going to swing back. Whoop. Throws it off the back of the net. And Markey's going to hold it for a moment. Pass to Ferguson. Tipped it up to Morgan. Back to Ferguson. Almost got it up to cutting Morgan. Ferguson now gains the red line. Smartly plays it in deep. Julius is going to be the first man there. He's been great on the forecheck today. Pass out of the zone, though. Egger's on the ice now. Stahl stands his man up, throws him to the ice. Stahl showing his strength today. Ferguson knocked off the puck momentarily. Markey's there, plays it easily off the boards and angles it. Columbus coming the other way. Monheim below his goal line takes his man to the boards, waiting for his center to come help, and now it's Egger. Egger swoops in with the steal. He's got Shaddis going up through the center ice, gets it to him, puts it on his backhand, has space, shot through traffic, got on net. 1:43 left in the ball game. Pens on top, 3-1. A strong play there by Egger. Got it to Shaddis, who shot through traffic. He's got a strong shot through traffic. He's going to do it at practice. And that was a good attempt there with 1:43 left in the ball game. Shaddis and Egger kind of just backing them way in through traffic and just pushing the puck, shoveling it on net. And we'll do it again to the right of the netminder. 1:34 left in the ball game. Egger to take the draw, plays it back to Loya. He wins it. He shoots it into the far corner, gives Columbus something to think about. Columbus got behind our defense, but Franco has been so calm and cool in net today. Just plays it out of the zone easily. He's aggressive with the stick. Fun to watch. Shadish on a nice forecheck here. Monheim pivoting back here. Marcy on the loudspeaker. 1 minute remaining in the ball game. Loya to Shadish. Stalling away. Egger tries to throw an elbow. Sullivan's going to throw it into the far corner. Pens go for one last change. Mary, Burkheiser, and Reeling coming out together. OBJ content with being down 2. Reeling's going to tip that one out with the center ice. Not pulling the goalie here. A lack of effort. Reeling gets that one out of the zone again. And an offsides there for Columbus. 18 seconds left. Pens up 3-1. Looks like they'll keep the good times rolling here. 3 in a row last weekend against the Junior Flyers. Burkheiser wins the draw. Gets it over to Reeling. Reeling's going to gain the zone. Toe drags past the man. Fans on his shot, then shoots again. Gets it on net. I think the fanning of the shot was what fooled the goalie initially. And that's going to be the ball game, folks.
Final score,
Franco. Fantastic game in net. 3-1. Goals by either Markey or Morgan combination. Goal number 1. Goal number 2 was Ferguson on a rebound from a Gumenes shot, and then a Monheim to Julius to Burkheiser. Backhand goal by Ryan to seal the deal. 3-1. See you later this afternoon, everyone, for game 2.